morning, fellas. Gonna be playing some more Pokemon. I was trying to record this earlier. Some gameplay I just wanted to play, honestly. And my OBS kept stuttering, so I'm gonna be staring at that for like the first 10 minutes, and hopefully I don't have it freezing on me again. Cause you know, that's no good. We don't want that happening. But I also realized I've played for an hour and I haven't even done the first gym yet, so I'm like kinda slow at these games. Maybe I should try to play a little bit faster. That's easier on, I guess. I'll get the game done. I'll get the game done sooner or later. I'm still on my break. I'm on break today. I'm on break. I'm like, oh, you know, let me go. So I'm on break. And, you know, I'm like sitting on my computer. I'm like, you know what, let me check. I wake up, let me check. See what I got. Cooking. Weeks later. Dude, I had a professor give me a whole presentation due, like a research presentation due, which I didn't really know was due this week. I thought it was due when we got like the week after we got out of break, but I looked at it and I'm like, oh, it's due. And it's weird because literally Sunday we had a presentation done. So, and I don't even mean, like, we didn't even get it yet. We didn't even get the presentation yet. We just had to do the presentation, like, make the shebang. So I do that. I did that presentation, and then I opened it, bam! Research project, research presentation, I turn in everything, except for presentation. So I had to be ready to present. And I already had, like, a terrible, I've had a terrible, my phone is broken. Like, my phone is actually broken now. So, you know, I gotta go, I gotta find, like, an AT&T place. I was just gonna go to Critical and get, like, a little screen fix, because, now my screen just, like, shot. I can't even, like, see. I don't know if there's, like something under, like, my screen's not cracked. The display just won't work. It stopped displaying stuff, which is, really funny. Which is really funny, considering that my screen wasn't working before. Well, actually, you know, you can see stuff on the screen, and the display works, but you can hardly see anything on it. Which is like unreal. It like just like meshes with like white blurs, green blurs all over the screen. I can't see anything. Pissed about that. Both my, you know, I know who was using my cards, so, you know, not a big problem, but somebody tried to spend $150 on my credit card, which, you know, I'm here and that person is somewhere else, so my credit card company notified me that someone tried to make a $150 purchase, and then they did the same thing with my debit card. So I also don't have a way to pay for a new phone that broke. So I'm like fucking losing my mind here. I'm like actually I'm so pissed off. Like I can't use my debit card, I can't use my credit card, my phone's fucking broken, and I gotta go to the store to buy a new phone. Like come on, man. Like how? Like literally how? I was supposed to go to the store. I was supposed to go grocery shopping yesterday, but I can't. I just can't. Walmart doesn't take Apple Pay, so I can't like tap to pay my phone. Right? By the way, I broke my phone today. I broke my phone today. I don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the store tomorrow. See what's going on with that. topic I've already talked about. So before I did like an article or a paper on why shrinkflation might not be really such a bad thing. And it was an argumentative essay, so I just not necessarily repurposed it, but I used my knowledge or like the stuff I've read from that, and I know what I'm talking about, so I'm more comfortable talking about it. But and I did a presentation on my research for that separate article, not necessarily research, but so I had done a argumentative essay that I had done a little bit of background knowledge on to research for an argument, and now I'm doing the same topic for a similar topic informative speech. So the negative effects of noise, a couple articles, TED Talk, and a UK public broadcasting like documentary thing that I looked at. And I got a couple articles. I got like 4 articles. It'll be fun. But doing the work, I get the presentation done, I get like 2 of my outlines done, and then I get to the full sentence outline. It's like, right out of what I want to say, like in-text citations. Which, by the way, I read all this shit, and I did not get a single quote. And I'm just like, it's like 10 p.m. I'm looking at it, and I'm like, man, I really want to say this has already been a fucking train wreck of a week, a terrible day, and it's been a train wreck from the start of the week. It's like I spent the weekend at my family's house, which started off strong. My sister got me an Apple Watch for my birthday, and then she gave me like a whole sticker that she's proud of me for that, which made me feel really nice. But I had a couple problems with my dad, so I was like, week was already starting pretty shitty. Phone broken, both my cars compromised. What else? Oh, I hurt my back. I literally hurt my back, and I couldn't walk. I couldn't walk. It was annoying to walk. It was painful. So I basically just sat in bed. So it's been a fucking horrible week. And then my back started feeling better. My back is now starting to feel better. And I was like, let me go to the rec center. I'll walk or something, over the weekend or over the break. Rec center's closed, man. Or at least I don't know the hours of operation. So there's also that. I don't really have anything to do with my free time other than sit in my dorm and mope and play video games, which I'm doing now. Maybe it's a good thing my phone broke, because I spent a lot of time doom scrolling. I did a lot of doom scrolling. That was a lot of fun. I like doom scrolling. Instagram, which is terrible, by the way. But yeah, now it's like I'm looking at my phone. I can hardly make out what's on the screen, which is upsetting to say the least. I'm always yawning. said like no extensions, but I've had a terrible week. I'm really, I just don't got it in me to sit down and work on this. I was like, I just don't. I was like, I turned in what I got. You know, if you just grade what I have, you know, that's fine with whatever I get for a grade. But if you want to give me more time to work on it, I'd appreciate it. I was like, I have all the information. It's literally just putting it onto an outline, which I just I just did not want to do it. And I want to read back through everything and try to find like, okay, well, here's how I want to insert my quotes, which is like already kind of annoying because it's like I can sit up there and I can talk about the topic, like I know I can, right? And it's like I get that you want to see like how I'm gonna talk about it or how I'm gonna tackle it, which is fine. But it's like literally I have 3 other outlines that detail how I'm gonna talk about it. You know, I just did not want. I just could not sit down and stomach making a 4th outline. Like it's like, oh, you do like the 1st outline, you do the 2nd outline, it's a little bit more detailed. Then you do the 3rd outline, and it's a little bit more detailed than the 2nd outline. And then you do the 4th outline, and it's a lot more detailed than the 3rd. You know, but I'm like, you know, I just don't want to. I don't want to have to sit here and just do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again. So it's like whatever. I can miss out on like. I did like half of it, you know, so it's like, yeah, I'm being a little bit of a bitch for not finishing it, but I was just like, you know what, like, I just don't care, I just literally don't care enough. Like, it's supposed to be my break, and now mind you, this might sound like really, like, annoying, or it's like, oh, the teacher's never gonna break. Literally, this professor has said, like, I absolutely will not respond to emails on the weekend. The weekends are my weekends. I work 20 hours a week here. Anything outside of that, I will not respond. That is my free time. That is me time. And I'm like, okay, cool. If you're available 20 hours a week during the school day, that's fine. But my fucking break is my break, then. Why are you giving me work over the break? Like, dude. You know? And it's like, I feel like she gave it, like, you know, like, yeah, she gave us the dates everything was due, like, maybe, like, a month ago. So I really should have knew. And I outlined that in the email. I was like, oh yeah, like, I know, I understand that I don't really have a good excuse other than I had, like, a bad week. And, like, I had fair warning. Like, you know, it just literally slipped my mind, and it wasn't something I checked on. Yeah, to see, because I was just like, oh, like, no other professor assigned any work over the break. You know, they're like, oh, that's your break. Because the point of the break is to, like, not have work. It's the mid-semester. It's perform at mid-semester, but it's, kind of like our mid-semester break, because we're not going to get a mid-semester break. This is our break. What did I just do? But yeah, no, this is like, this is supposed to be our break. So, I did not want to walk in here. Wait, did you tell me I couldn't go? I could make this in a second. Okay, but you know, this is like supposed to be like my break. I can get an encounter down here, right? I think I can. But this is supposed to be like my break. Or it is my break. Not even like my break. It just is my break. It is everyone's break. So like, I just am like, why is somebody so fickle on their free time? Is assigning a whole project to be due over the break is beyond to me. Especially because, like, the break's not even over yet. Like, midway through the break is, like, kind of weird. Like, you could have given it to me, you know, for the end of break or for the day we come back to class. Also, it's like I have a presentation I've already worked on that I haven't presented yet, and we haven't presented in class yet. That isn't due until after the break. So why do I have a presentation that's I'm not even gonna present on until weeks from now? Due today. Or due yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Like what is going on here? Oh, Pokemon. That's right. Wow, I went to the right spot and I just like subconsciously I knew I was supposed to go to the Pokemon. That's right. Like over here doing everything. Long time no see, Crib. I've been waiting for you. This is from Professor L. Would you like to take care of an egg? Absolutely. It's a Togepi. Something cried. But after a while, I can't think of anyone more suited. Insisted that I hand you this egg. That's how I came to deliver the egg to you. Well, I read it like 5th grade level. It seems that a Pokemon will hatch from it. Only when you keep it in the party. That's another reason you should probably take care of it. Awesome. And now I can continue with the game. Yo my, that egg must be. I see the same thing as a Pokemon too. Professor LT. Now I get it. The egg is truly an egg. Please do take care of it for me. Is that understood? I'm counting on you. They do like a little spin. Speed up, what's the hurry? It must be from training you gave them around Violet City. The training at the gym must have been pretty helpful. It said especially. As a souvenir of Violet City, take this. Increase the power of Artist Thangs. See you. No, my god. Alright. It's like, how is somebody that's so her time is going to tell me. Also, yeah, you know, that's not even what I was talking about, but that's a good point for the last game. You know, I said, and hopefully she gives me such a like, I missed like 10 minutes of presentation. I'll give her a presentation and the other stuff. So I'm on. Not like but it would be nice. Yes, I gotta set up because I remember where I was. So I'm on break. So I'm on break. What is the point? Why give me an assignment? I still haven't done the other presentation. I have like 5 weeks before I even have to present this one. So what was the point of like assigning the due date so far in advance? It's not like I'm gonna practice it. I'm not gonna go practice it. Come on. You know what would be a good part of the curriculum? We did do a webcam speech. Where you just had to like set up have it here. Did your presentation, like you're gonna give it to like a Google Meet. Like it's a little bit weird, but like I think I'm at least somewhat used to it. just like, I just also didn't care what I was talking about too. So there's that. Yeah, why not make me do like this early? Make me do a mock run on the computer, you know, like rally and force me to rehearse it. Yeah, because I'm just gonna show up and give it my feet. It's gonna be the time limit. It's gonna be under the time limit. I don't know. It's gonna be between 5 and 7 minutes. I'm sure I'll hit it. But you know, I'm not gonna practice pacing myself. I know what I'm gonna want to say, and I'm interested in what I want to talk about. So I'll probably go on like little tangents like I do now. Like when I care about what I'm talking about. Foundations of Pokémon. We're calling it communications class because calm, 210. Like, fine, whatever. I can call it that. Foundations of public speaking. I haven't done any public speaking in this class. I've done one thing of public speaking. And then I sat behind a computer, which I guess is public speaking. It's a mode of public speaking. What? Net is good. Public speaking was fine. But I haven't done any actual public speaking. And when I try to explain these to professors, like I worked customer service. I talked to people all day for a job. I did that for almost 3 years. No, I did customer service for more than 3 years. I've been in public settings. I've talked to groups of people. I've done powwows at work where I've had to explain to people what to do, or give them like information on like products and stuff. You know, like I've time and time again been fine at it, and I've realized when it comes to things like where I have to be more assertive, is that when I realize old people around me aren't gonna do it, I'm just like, I'll just do it. Oh my god, somebody needs to do it, and I'll just do it. It's not that big. Grow up. Yeah, I've realized I really don't have a problem talking in front of a crowd, especially when I'm like confident in what I'm speaking about, which it isn't for most people. But it's just like baffling to me that I can have all this whole repertoire, and then just get like, no. You don't know how to do it like I know how to do it. And it's like also to sit there and get told by my communications teacher how to properly like present, which is like fine, you know, like stuff in PowerPoint like all the time. She's like, oh well, this is how you should and shouldn't, and it's like, and this is how you keep people engaged, and you're trying to like communicate these things to me. It's like when I much rather would sit at like a computer and just read off your slides. I can tell you I'm not very good at it. And there's been like a lot of occasions where I'll just have my Chromebook open and I'll just literally tune around and I'll just read the slide MacBook off my MacBook. I'd rather just read them off my MacBook. Because one, I'm gonna read it faster than you're gonna explain it to me, and you're not really like you're just kind of like you're just saying things. You're not really explaining anything. You know. And also when you're looking back to read off the slides, it's a little bit embarrassing. It's like I get it's there, so you can stay a little bit like in mind, but everything that you're telling me is there. That you're just reading off the slide. It's nothing great, and then like the vibe of that. I'm seeing insane possible. I already know this application like that. Why is it when you're presenting stuff to us, that's how you're structured? There's no reason for you as a person to be standing up there talking to me about this stuff if I can just read it off the slides. You know? You have to give me a reason to care about. It's like also like you're supposed to give me a reason to care about the things that you're telling me. The reason shouldn't be, oh, if you don't care, then you're gonna fail. Like, I get some great reasons, but like threatening like grades presentation. It was just like, whatever. Oh, and they didn't even turn in the outlines for the new one. Or I guess, the pre-work for the new one. Everything for the new presentation, you know? What she had a big problem with, she was like, "Am I failing as a teacher?" It's like, no, you're not failing as a teacher. I just think they had the class set up poorly. Because like, you walk in and this and I basically have it feels like 2 weeks to really work on it, because I had other things to work on. And specifically for that class. So it's like, what am I supposed to do? I have a virtual presentation to work on, a narrative presentation, an informational presentation. I have all of these presentations to work on. Like, it's gonna take into the time that I could be spending actually researching and doing substantial stuff. Which I think is really lame. I think it's very lame. And then, next week I have another presentation. I have another presentation that I have to do. So I'm not really working on it. They all seem like even the one that I did the other one on food, but I did my information on food waste because I already have background knowledge on it. What if I did a topic I didn't already have a background in? You know, what if I wanted to do something on initially I wanted to do at the beginning of the semester when she explained all of information on easy. I wanted to do SARMs, what was it called? Synthetic anabolic androgynous receptor. It's something I don't know what that is. I don't know what the acronym is, but I wanted to do a presentation on SARMs, which is something I don't really know about, but I want to look into more. Because as someone who likes to go to the gym, I think that's cool. But as someone who likes to go to the gym, I want to look into it, you know. And also it's I want to get PT or athletic training, personal training. I want to do something with that. And just knowing or having knowledge about people and stuff, I think is very helpful. So I can give it to people. Give them drugs, give them the advice, and my expertise on the topics. So I think it's cool when people is about it. I could have done it on steroids because I have an informational presentation already done about steroids, but I don't think it's my school policy for me to just turn it in. Turn in something I've already done. I want to do something new, but I just don't know what time I'm not going to sit here and try to figure all this out. New topic I already know what I'm so I give a good presentation. So I think how she is her class structure is terrible. There's other professors that fall into this category. What I like is chemistry. My chemistry professor. So I've come and talked to him because I miss classes for chemistry. It's very early in the morning. And same thing with my calculus class. I'll miss classes, but I'm very good about sitting down and learning the topics. For calculus, for instance, I'll sit down with the homework set and I'll actually work through the problems. I guess I have to. But I'm very good about working problems and going over the things I did not understand. Because I missed class. I probably missed the class on this, so let me sit down and study. And my chemistry is I got 8. I got 80 on this pretty good. So it's still a lot of call it whatever, calculus. So, I took calculus over the summer. This is count too. But my Calc 2 class, I also don't show up to, and I like work through the problems. And I think I did fine on that exam too, because I looked at it. Like there was like a couple questions I didn't know, or 2 questions I didn't really know, and it was stuff I learned literally the day prior. Like I showed up to class, and and it was a new topic. And he's like, "Hey, like you spent the two days. I showed the 2 days before the exam for sure. I remember that." And we learned about powers when it comes to manufacturing and economic growth. So like that, you know, like, and I understood it in class. So it was like, oh, I don't need to study this before the exam, which I studied before the exam too. I was like, oh, I don't need to go over this again. I just learned it. Those are the 2 questions I just usually staring at. I can't pause the person, so I can sit there and look and be like, okay, well, this is what I'm looking at. On lecture recordings, however, I can actually pause them. And be like, okay, well, this is where he got this from. This is how he did this. Okay, I'm good. Makes it a lot easier. I really, like, I realized that over the summer. The summer I absolutely washed. Like, I think I finished the summer semester, 12 credits over the semester. I finished with like 4.6 GPA for the semester. Let's get it. Or 3.58. 3.58, or 3.6, around. But I did really well with the summer semester. And all of those courses were paid. Look at the lecture. Most kids out here are going major, which is a lot easier. And also, it's faster paced. Like, I feel like some of these classes kind of drag on too. Like my psychology class, I'm like, dude, I could have finished this class in like a month. It's absolutely ridiculous. Literally the whole class is, here are some questions, ask it to this GPT robot, it'll spit out the answers for you, and then you can ask it on the rubric, hey, what did I score on this assignment, because the assignment's just asking the questions, and it will be like, oh, 100 out of 100, and the professor gives you 100 out of 100, and then there's one exam at the, no, there's not even an exam, it's a reflection paper at the end of the semester, and she doesn't grade attendance, or no, she grades attendance, how do I explain, she grades attendance, right, it's 4 times throughout the semester, and it's randomly generated questions, so I don't know what that's all about, or randomly generated generated attendance. My bad. Randomly generated attendance. Which is come on. This is shooting my attendance. It really irks me when professors have their own attendance policy. I think like maybe to a certain degree. Shooting has its own attendance policy. Like, I can miss class. Like, my public speaking class. If I ever just crazy, it's like, I really shouldn't have missed class and missed one. But the attendance, every day, percent. So, like, if I. No, it's like 1.5% of your overall. So if you miss 2 days, it's 3% off my overall grade. I'm at 97. I can't get any higher than 97. Which is actually insane. It's actually insane that that's actually insane. I'm killing it right now. Which is actually insane that it works that way. Like, I don't know why. He's okay with it because he understands that I look at it, and hopefully he looks at like my test score and he's like, okay, like he'll be fine. Because I know he said the rest of the class like, I don't know if he thinks that but he had made a point to say like, hey, I don't know what happened on this exam, but not everyone did well. I know I did well. I did well by standards. I talked to him. It's like, hey, it's like, we're just like, I talked to him about it after the lab one day, because he's also my lab professor. I was like, hey, just so you know, like, I feel bad for not showing up to class. Because he was like, oh, like, you know, like, I had shown him the class, and he was talking to the art class, but it felt a little bit upset that I didn't show him. Like, I didn't show him that much. He was like, hey, like, you're absent and you don't give me, like, a reason. And I view it as a little bit as disrespectful. And I was like, oh. Yeah, that's like a good point. I'm like giving him the reason. testing. Okay. So as of recently, like, I haven't had a lot of time to sit down and think about where I'm at as a person. As of recently, I have had enough time to think about where I'm at as a person, and you know, I think of, like, I just don't understand. So I got back to campus, and I was like, you know, maybe there's one of the reasons why I was like so like I'm so bummed out, or like I was so bummed out last semester was, I just don't have a lot of friends. So, you know, like I started joining clubs and like I talk to people on campus, and it's like, yeah, like whatever, and just like I kind of realized over time, like that's like it's not something that bothers me so much, and it's like nice to have this conversation. Like, I get a little dopamine rush when I talk to people, you know. Like I always leave the conversation, I'm like, oh, like, whatever, it's just conversation. Like I don't necessarily like I don't feel satisfaction, you know. And I realized I was like, oh well, my problem isn't that I feel lonely. Because I don't feel lonely. Like I've just realized, like, I don't feel lonely. I'm feeling unfulfilled. I'm feeling like mad unfulfilled. Like it doesn't, and it's like the same feeling I had when I went to college in Colorado. It's the same feeling when I went to community college for a semester. It's the same feeling when I got back here. I just feel unfulfilled. It doesn't matter how many things like, I have going on. Even when I, you know, like I was working full-time management position job, and I'm like going to college, and you know, I have my girl, like I had a girlfriend, you know. So even when I had all that stuff, I was like, oh, I just feel like unfulfilled, you know. I don't get it. I still can't wrap my head around it. I just don't know why. Like I just show up and I'm just like, you know, like whatever. I thought the keys. No sir. Yeah, but I'm just feeling like unfulfilled. Wow, it was like that close actually. And you know, surely a lot of men my age can like feel that way. But it's just like, no matter what I do, like it's like literally no matter what I do, it's just like it doesn't matter how much money I have. It doesn't matter how much money I have, because like I'm fine with cash, which I'm sure is why that person took both my fucking cards. Like I'm fine with cash, and it's like, you know, like I'm fortunate enough to be able to go to school, and it's like, yeah, like pursuing education, but like the education feels hollow as shit. It feels like it feels like it's all for nothing. Like I'm learning organic chemistry, and I'm just like, how does me learning about hydrogen and oxygen and how they combine and they make H2O and stuff. We have two hydrogen atoms, get it on with an oxygen atom. Like how does that translate to me? Okay, old women have bad back. Like how does it how the fuck does it translate? Like I'm sitting here like twiddling my damn thumbs. Like what the fuck am I doing here, bro? Like it's like in my actual class. Like my one class I absolutely love is my research and skills class for kinesiology. Because we talk about stuff that's like practical. I'm like, okay, cool. Like if I go into the research field, which I doubt I will, but you know, like if I do, it's like this is a good class to take. It's relevant. We're talking about research articles and stuff that relate to what I'm learning, and then I get to also learn, like as a doctor or like as somebody who wants to go for a doctorate, like, hey, like what is good data, what is bad data, like how do I tell, like, okay, cool, this is good data in this sense, but what are the limitations of the data, you know? Is there something that could have been done better? Is there other factors? Is it causation or correlation? Like it's a good class, you know? And then, you know, on the other hand, I have my psychology class, which would also be a good class to take if it was actual fucking psychology and not me learning everything from a GPT robot, which is insane, by the way. That is even a class. My teacher's not even teaching. I am 99% sure she's mentally unwell. I think that she needs a psychologist, truthfully. But like you two sides of the same coin. And it feels like a lot of my classes this semester are on that side, where it's like, what the fuck am I doing here? Like, literally, like, I'm taking the communications class, and I'm like, I don't have a problem with this. Just give me the credit and let me move on. Like, why am I here? You know? Like, what am I showing up for? To listen to you? I'm just listening to you talk to me, and then I'm gonna do some work for you. You're gonna poop me out of grade, and then I'm gonna move on with my day, and I'm gonna forget about this shit because it's completely irrelevant. I get it if you're like very anxious. For very anxious people, I think that's great for them. You know, they get to practice and they get to develop on their skills. But when the professor starts off the first day of class saying, "Oh, anxiety is impossible to cure," which is like fine if you want to. Yeah, anxiety is always going to be a thing no matter who you are, but you can work on it. But if you're telling me it's something that you can't work on or like as a person, what the fuck am I doing here? You just stood up in front of me and told me this class is for fucking nothing. Because no matter how it is, I'm just gonna feel how I feel when I'm doing a presentation or some dumb shit. Like, come on, man. It's like, what am I doing? What am I doing here? Yeah, the calculus is like, whatever. I guess I'm learning that. Like, maybe I want to do a minor in business. That's a little bit more practical. What if I want to open up my own firm? I get it. Like, I need to know maths. Chemistry, I'm like, fine, like, whatever. It's the prerequisites for my degree. And, you know, like, I like science to a certain degree. So it's like, I guess it's okay. But at the same time, I'm just like, I should be in, like, physics. I think physics would be a little bit more practical for me. Or, I did not get the encounter here because I killed it. Wait, no, I got a rabbit, and I already caught a rabbit. But did I fight anything else? I don't remember. So I'm gonna throw a ball at this guy and catch him. Ash catch him. I'll see. I'll look back and I'll check. But yeah, you know, like it's just like some of these times it feels like what's the point? Like, what's the why? If I don't understand the why, it's just it feels like a waste of my time. And it just feels like I'm literally learning nothing from it. Like, I guess it's like. It's also the requirement classes that like are more of a burn, because like the electives I'm like, you know, like whatever, like I need to take extra credits to pass. It's just like a little bit. It seems like a way for them to get more money out of me, instead of just teaching me what I'm supposed to learn for the career I've chosen. Like I'm literally just saying. I definitely killed his email when I came in. But I released the GW. But let me get back on the topic here. It's just like such a slow burn. Like the electives, at least. It's like I can take a class I'm interested in. You know, and it's not required. I get to choose. Like, it feels a lot more involved. Like, I like taking my United States politics class, and then I like taking the world politics class. Like, I like those things, you know, because maybe it doesn't have anything to do with my degree, but like as a person that has the right to vote, it's at least a nice class to take. Things about like civil discourse. This headset is uncomfortable. Growing as a person, you know, it's just it's good information to have. I think. I felt more informed and just smart. Like I was able to make smarter decisions. more informed decisions. And it also showed me like things like, you know, like, hey, maybe I shouldn't believe everything CBN is telling me, because like that's, while it's a news source, it's a little bit more biased and like more towards like public broadcasting networks for my news information, or like if I'm gonna just believe something at face value, you know, because while Tucker Carlson may be telling me like, Trump is absolutely right. They're eating the cats and the dogs and the gerbils. You know, it's like, yeah. And you know, CNN's my favorite. CBN is telling me, oh, he's so crazy and delusional. Like, oh, or like he made it up. He's like doing propaganda or something. So, you know, like PBS might be telling me, like, oh, well, yeah, no, what he's saying isn't true, but here's where this information came from. He didn't fabricate it himself. You know, it's more neutral and aligned with what I just want to hear the fucking what's going on. What's the point? Is this real or not? How do these things like affect? Like for instance, you'll have right-wing people saying, "Oh, tariffs on China are like a fantastic thing. We're so happy to have it." And the left-wing people being like, "Oh, these tariffs are horrible. They're the worst things in the world." And it's like, you know, like PBS has a nice documentary on it, on tariffs on China, which I thought was very like well. I thought it was very well written. I don't know. And it was well produced, but like I'd rather listen to that than two people yap about it and just like give me no substance. Just give me absolutely nothing. He's also ground. I thought he was just pure rock. I guess that doesn't make sense. Really stuff like that. But like, yeah, that was a great elective. You know, I like taking these like those classes like that where it's like, okay, cool, it might not be practical. Or I took an environmental science class. It was a great class. You know? I really like to learn about the Green Initiative and just like small things that I can do to cut back on pollution. And like what are main factors and how we may not think about it in the short term, because we're more like, oh, think about things as like an economic way rather than as a like, oh, is it good for the environment? And learning about like our civic duty is to preserve the earth for a future generation. Like, well, while you may not think about it, like, oh, I'm only gonna use it for 70 years or so, something like that, you know. Or if you're lucky, but on let's say 70 years. It doesn't matter. But it does. You know, and I might not be like in one of those like eco people blocking the highway. You know, I'm like, yeah, you know, being green is good. I don't know why anyone would argue otherwise or pretend like climate change isn't real. I absolutely, it's just, like, come on, man. I don't understand people like that. Like that's a great class. What else did I take? I haven't taken any other electives really, or any other like super fun electives. I kind of got the like things transferred over, I guess. That don't. Oh, I got to take the whatever will count as like a credit for some other elective, but it won't count as a credit for the main course. Take the. Which is also annoying. Zumek Supersonic keeps confusing my Pokemon. I'm seriously upset about that. yeah, electives can be cool. I just hate it when I'm forced to take a class that feels like it's for nothing. I like to have some choice in it. And it also really sucks when like the professor is and not. It sucks when the professor's not good at teaching numbers. And I've realized a trend when the professor says like, oh, you may have seen me unrate my professor as X, Y, and Z. I do not apologize. Or like, oh, I have the highest fail rate of anyone in my department. Like, when you get stuff like that, like I've realized like those professors actually just suck at their jobs. Like it really fucking sucks that they're like they can't get by. Really. But or like their tenure, you know, like it really fucking blows ass, you know, because you're supposed to like nurture the future generation, and also like paying money to be here. Like if you're not giving me what I'm paying for, like it's really annoying, because I'm paying an obscene amount of money to be here. You know, like down payment on a house. It's just like what am I at? Like, what am I doing? Like what are the two options? Like, what were my two options? As like a person, like, I go and I work like retail, or go work in like a kitchen, or you know, I've talked about this before, but it's like, Willie, what are my choices? Like, I hit this road bump while I was working at Dick's Sporting Goods. I was like, man, do I really just work retail for the rest of my life? And I've seen people that are just like fine with that, and I mean that's cool. Like whatever makes you happy. I liked working there. Like I get it. Or do I try to do like follow the things that I enjoy? And I chose to follow the things that I enjoy. Like I just didn't want to. Like I cannot foresee myself being happy here forever. It was great fun for the 3 years I did retail work, and I had a good time. But like, man, and now I'm here and I'm working on like where I want to be, and I'm just like still unsatisfied. Just going back to that main point, I'm still just unsatisfied, and that's where I've been at. I've just been there, and it's like so hard getting out of bed. It's just so hard. I wake up and I'm like, man, what the fuck is the point? Like, really? Like, what the fuck is the point? That's what. And that's what I was explaining to my couch. So I was like, you know, and I give more details about like things that are actually happening in my life, but that's really where everything has come from. Because if I had more time to think about it, I'm not getting like squished by or I'm not getting squeezed by going to classes, running to work, getting off my shift, getting yelled at by my girlfriend. Like it was so annoying. I did not have any time to process the death of my mother, really come to terms with how my father had treated her, really come to terms with the things that were happening around me. I didn't have time. No one ever gave me space to think about it, to sit down and really think about it. And I think as of recently, I've been relapsing on those emotions I felt when my mother did pass away, you know, because like sometimes it settles in sometimes, like it really does. Like she was like the rock, you know, but she was like the foundation. She was literally the foundation of the household. So, you know, and also like the person to fall back on. Like for whatever reason, I just like I can't do this on my own. Maybe like, you know, at least like I know I have like my mother, but now I'm like, yeah, man, this fucking fit. If this fails, I'll let down my whole family. It's over. It's Jove. Yeah, I think that's like a lot of pressure. And it honestly doesn't even extend to my family sometimes. Sometimes I think like, and you know, like I've talked about it a couple times. Like I don't try not to talk about it because it's like something I'm very like actual about. It's like I just, and I was you know, by default I always say like, oh, I want to live like a comfortable life. That's why I work hard. You know, but like that's not even like what it is. And I've said it like a couple times, and like even saying it here, it's like maybe feel like more and more realize it's like I want to accumulate enough like money that I can pay the way for myself and the people around me, you know, and it like, you know, it's like I gotta think what if, like, you know, like I can see like my fucking father, which pisses me off. He pisses me off to no end. But he's the only parent I have like parent left. So tomato, tomato. You know, it's like I see where he's at. I'm like, well, like if I don't do something, I know my sister won't. She does not fuck with him at all. You know. So like, oh, it's like if I don't make it, I'm letting him fall to the wayside. It's like shit. Even my sister, it's like, you know, like, yeah, she's got a great paying job, and she, you know, like she's working on like moving out of the house, but you know, it's like, what if she can't? You know, and it's like I gotta pick it up. I gotta pick up the slack. Oh, who are you? You don't know us? We're Team Rocket. What? We broke up a while ago? Give me a break. We had now broken up. Actually, we did once, but we come back together to pursue Giovanni's ambition. Enough talking, shut up and just beat it, thud. But, what's he gonna talk to me now? But, just like continue. It's like, you know, like what if my sister like can't? You know? It's like I feel like I need to. And then that extends to like even my friends. It's like, you know, I look at what some of them are doing and it makes me like a little bit upset sometimes because I'm like, okay, well, it's like I want to just always, like, these are the people I want to like hang out with, be around. Like, they're the people that make me laugh, they're the people that are there when I'm like upset, you know. But it's like I look at what they're doing, I'm like, okay, well, it's like I want to be able to pay the way for me and them. You know, when they're like, oh, like, I don't have, like, the money or the funds to, like, go do something. I'm like, okay, well, if, like, I like to be like, well, I do, you know? And, I definitely, like, don't get to do that often, but, you know, it's, like, nice. And it's like, I like to have fun with these fucks, so... It's like, you know, like I gotta make enough, I gotta just like, I have to have enough to pay the way for everybody. That's just like how I feel. That's the expectation I hold myself to. And then I think of things like quality of life inflation. Like as and I noticed it at Dick's when I was working there, as I had gotten paid more and more, I realized it was like I tried to stop myself at times, and I did like an okay job of doing it. Once I started dating, it was joke. It was so joke. I was wasting so much money. I like look back on it, I'm like, I wasted so much money. I would have had so much more. I would have had so much more cash. I would have had so much more cash saved up. But you know, like whatever. Hold on. Who are you? Crabbe, you want me to make some balls? Sorry, but you'll have to wait. Do you know Team Rocket? Don't worry. I'll tell you anyhow. Team Rocket is an evil gang that uses Pokemon for the dirty work. They're supposed to have disbanded 3 years ago. That's world building. Anyway, they're at the well cutting off Slowpoke's tails for sale. So I'm going to give them a lesson in pain. Hang on, Slowpoke. Old Curry's on his way. But, you know, like, I tried to slow down on it, but, like, that's, like, also something that worries me. Like, oh, well, like, you know, like, what if I make 100K a year? Like, that's great, you know? maybe it's not enough to pay the way for me, my family, my friends. You know, I don't think it is, but it's enough to be comfortable. But like, does my quality of life like go? Like, do I just start spending more? The guard up top took off when I shouted at him, but then I took a tumble down the well. I slammed down hard on my back so I can't move. Rats. If I were fit, my Pokemon would have punched them. I can't be helped. Show them my gutsy. You are in my place. Show them how gutsy you are in my place. There we go. That's English. But, well, you know. Like, am I gonna, like, I get worried, like, am I gonna get, like, an expensive car, or am I gonna have a mortgage on a house that I'm not gonna want to pay? Not gonna want to pay. Fuck wants to pay a mortgage. But, like, you know, it's, like, serious things to think about, especially when everything's so, like, feels like so inflated. Rather than just like doing, but there's a lot you need to think about, and then it's like the unfortunate part. And I try to be like aware of, what's going on around me and like what I'm doing, and I think just as like recently, like having a lot of time to really sit down and think about it is doing me more harm than it's doing good. Get worried in this succeed or fail type of situation. It feels like everyone's in. I don't like it. Not many people. I think not many people have the ability to fail. Unless if you're rich, then you can fail as much as you want if you're rich. It'll never come. It never come back to you if you're in the top 1%. It just doesn't. Which I think is a little bit. It's just unfair. You know. How's it fair the local business owner, their business gets shut down because of COVID, but then some other big company gets to take out, basically get bought out by the government to stay open. Like, stuff like that's just insane to me. You know, you switch businesses out for people, it's the same thing. You know? You have people that can, never work a day in their lives, never go to school, and then just bank it because of nepotism or something. It's not even banking it, just get it because of nepotism. You see it in like the retail place. I'm sure you see it in the retail place. You see it in any type of work line. And I'm sure there's people that are like, "Oh, I'm best friends with the boss." Man, that's annoying. It's never off the. And it's always like, dude, it's always the people that are shitty at the job too, man. I hate it. I hate it so much. I always feel that I'm just like, dude, why the fuck are you doing this? They could have hired somebody competent. I don't remember if I I'll look back. I swear I'll look back. But for right now, he's going in the fucking ball. Alright. I have these little rambles. Oh my god. upload it to the internet. Oh my gosh, that was loud. Yeah, then I'm gonna upload it to the internet for millions. Millions. Yeah. Do that just ramble for like an hour. Hour and like what, 15 minutes? Hour and like an hour and some change. That's crazy. Dude, these headphones hurt my ears. Dude, I've started to realize I only really recorded that at this point. Like I was trying for a little bit to do like funny but I was like, I've also seen a lot of like, oh, you should make like the content you like. And I kind of just like sitting here talking to myself. Like sitting here listening to myself speak. But yeah, like I realized like I'm not trying to roll up and try to be like a funny guy or anything. I just kind of want to play video game and record them. Play video game, record them and talk. So, yeah. Anyway. Oh, there's a strength boulder there. I did not know that. Let me heal first. Let me be smart. Dude, how did Flaffy become my strongest guy? Proton, bro. Like chemistry. Oh my god. I didn't read that. I'm often labeled as the scariest and cruelest guy in Team Rocket. I strongly urge you not to interfere with our business. Wow, I'm about to mop his face fucking floor. Your channel is my executive Proton. Zubat. See, I was gonna put Pidgey at first, but then I realized I was like, oh, he's got a bed and like a ratty pad. Get him out of here. Dude, this kind of... Dude, Pokemon music has always gone like... It doesn't matter where we go, there's always someone who doesn't agree with us. Needless to say, that's for anything, Mr. Proton, but you know, to each their own. Oh, you know what I just really like? I was like staring at it because I forgot, so I didn't just realize. I kind of came to the realization, but I was like, huh, I got a hoop. Why didn't I use the hoop over the Pidgey? Because, you know, Noctow's pretty cool. You know, and then I was like, oh, I didn't name it. I also didn't name the Geodude, huh? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Geodude's gonna get released. I'm pretty sure I killed a Zubat. I'm sure I killed a Zubat. I'm pretty sure I killed a Zubat here, too. Kid game is easy, bro. Grr. For a kid to be this good, I didn't see it coming. Give me $480. Team Rocket was indeed broken up 3 years ago, but we continued. Our activities underground, a small obstacle like you, won't be much of a problem for our mission. I advise you to be very afraid of what is to come. Really Slowpoke. Way to go, Crub. Team Rocket's taken off. My back's better too. Let's get out of here. Very coincidental. Hi Crub, you handled yourself like a real hero. As I mentioned before, Team Rocket was disbanded by a bully called Red 3 years ago. Now that they've come back, I have a bad feeling about it. In any case, it would please me greatly to make Pokeballs for a trainer like you, Crub. This is all I have now, but take it. A fastball. You have apricorns for me? Fine, I'll turn them into Pokeballs. Oh, that's a letdown. That's right, I'll give you my grandma's number. Crub wears your curtain coat gear. Didn't have to read that. My grandpa can tell you more about apricots. Just don't yawn. He yawns with a question mark. Why is it a question? Huh. I think, I'm gonna heal up, and I'm gonna end it here. I think I'm gonna end it right. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Boom. And then right here. So I'll see y'all in the gym.